Most sleeper trains around the world give you the same thing, a bunk bed in a small cabin, but in Norway, there's something different. This is VY's PlusNight cabin, a completely new way to sleep on a train. Airlines have offered lie-flat seats on overnight flights for decades, and now VY has brought that idea to the rails. But does it actually work? Well, hello and welcome to Oslo Central Station, where today we're finding out, is PlusNight really a night train revolution, or is it just a clever new way to sell you a seat? Our journey begins here at Oslo Central Station, the busiest railway station in Norway, serving as the hub for local intercity and night trains across the country. The station also serves trains to Oslo International Airport and international services to Sweden. If you're ever at Oslo Station and have a few minutes between connections, I highly recommend heading down to the waterfront and the Oslo Opera House. It's just a few minutes from the station and offers some amazing views, even here in the dark of night. The main departure hall is still bustling with activity even this late at night. It's a bright modern concourse lined with cafes, convenience stores, and ticketing services. The departure board shows that our train, the F4 service to Bergen, will depart from track 3 right on time, with a scheduled arrival of 6:27 a.m. tomorrow morning. Night in Oslo means it's time for the night trains to set off. Oslo sees overnight services to Stavanger, Trondheim, and of course, Bergen. After the first two make their departures into the night, ours pulls in and we can get on board. We're traveling today in Car 1, Seat 13. Our ticket to Bergen cost 1,519 krona, our journey today lasting 7.5 hours. Climbing aboard, we get a look at PlusNight for the first time, and I have to say it looks pretty sweet. And with 20 minutes before we head out, let's take a look at what VY's innovative sleeper class has to offer. PlusNight is operated in a 1x1, with half of the seats facing forward and half backwards. Much like business class on most airlines, each seat is angled towards the windows, allowing for better views and a greater sense of privacy. The seats are encased in a large shell, providing separation from your fellow passengers. A water bottle and amenity kit are laid out on our seat when we arrive, the latter we'll have a look at closer to bed. The seat is impressive. It's massive with plenty of width and padding to be comfortable both as a seat and as a bed. Opposite the seat you'll find a small cubby to rest your feet on, below which is a bit of storage. The tray table here is built into the window side armrest, beside which is a bit more storage space. An outlet, USB-A, and USB-C port are all found on the opposite armrest, with a small cubby for charging devices. A small adjustable reading light is built into the headrest, the controls for which sit beside those for the seat recline. Departure from Oslo is right on time, our night train heading down into the tunnel beneath Oslo before emerging back into the night. The cabin lights are dimmed a few minutes after we leave the platforms of Oslo, and of course that happens right as I'm trying to demonstrate the bed function. Anyway, the ambiance in PlusNight is pretty sweet. The lights are dim enough to allow passengers to sleep, but light enough to make it easy to navigate the aisles. Of course, with an open seating area comes communal bathrooms and no shower. The PlusNight bathroom is found in the rear vestibule besides a bit of extra storage. The bathrooms are standard and functional with a toilet and vanity. Everything works well with the facility remaining clean throughout the night. Beyond PlusNight are the sleepers. VY offers both private cabins and couchettes if you're looking for a more traditional sleeper experience. At the end of the sleepers, we find the cafe car. Despite being a shorter route, the Oslo to Bergen sleeper still offers a full-service cafe. There's plenty of pick and mix options with sandwiches and drinks, and many larger hot meals available for purchase. There's plenty of tables here too, creating a great place to sit, eat, and chat before heading to bed. At the very end of the train, we find the seated cars. The seats are the same as used on the day trains between Oslo and Bergen. While they're thin and don't recline far, they're cheap, and that's perfect for those looking to save while traveling from Oslo to the coast. Returning to the PlusNight car, it's time to break open that amenity kit and get ready for bed. The amenity kit includes a large blanket, eye mask, earplugs, and an inflatable pillow. While it's not the most luxurious kit, it's got everything we need for a good night's sleep. As quiet and relaxing as the PlusNight car is, the modern world is filled with an onslaught of sound that can be hard to escape, much of which can cause permanent damage to your hearing. But thanks to today's sponsor, Earpiece, there's an easy and effective way to prevent noise-induced hearing loss. The modern world has become filled with nothing but noise, whether that be the screeching of rails on your daily commute, the honking of city traffic, or the rattle of machinery while on the job. With so much noise around us, noise-induced hearing loss can creep into anyone's life, and that hearing loss is irreversible. And that's where Earpiece comes along. Earpiece are earplugs engineered for the everyday experience. Earpiece's triple patented Pro plugs feature high-fidelity filters which lower volume without muffling sound, and are as close as you can get to custom-molded earplugs without paying the hefty price tag. Their lightweight design, ergonomic tab, and aluminum carrying case make these the perfect option to keep with you every day. If you're looking for the perfect last-minute gift this holiday season, look no further than Earpiece. You can grab a pair right now on earpiece.com and use code LONESTAR20 for 20% off your order. Keep your hearing at peace with Earpiece, and now back to our night train. Now, as great as PlusNight is, there's one major problem that came to light as I was getting ready for bed. Many of the reclining mechanisms didn't work, mine included. My assigned seat wouldn't fully recline, the second one I moved to had a similar problem, and only after trying out multiple other seats did I find one that actually worked. Now, to VY's credit, the conductor did his best to find me a seat that worked, but this definitely isn't what you want on a night train, especially one that's less than 8 hours long. One thing I was worried about was bed length. As a 191 centimeter tall individual, beds like these can often pose a problem by being too short, but I'm pleased to report that the PlusNight seat fits me just fine, with a bit of extra space at the head and toe. And after getting comfortable, it's time we get some shut-eye. The shaking of the train woke me only once throughout the night. Peeking outside, we see the cold, barren landscapes of the Scandinavian mountains. Despite filming this journey in early May, Norway is still very much in the winter, with everything up here still frozen over. After heading back to sleep for a few more hours, we awake to the rising sun and Norwegian fjords outside our window. It's about 5 a.m. and while I could have slept an hour longer, the waking day promises some pretty special scenery as we make our way into Bergen. It's a gray and rainy morning, but the fjords and mountains are just stunning. With most of the journey behind us, we can take a moment to reflect. Is PlusNight the future, or is it just a fad? PlusNight is a great mix of comfortable seat and lie-flat sleeper. The lie-flat seat works really well for a journey of this length, the privacy shell makes the cabin feel premium, and I actually got about 6 hours of sleep, which is impressive. The concept itself fits Norway and really Europe in general perfectly. Short overnight routes with passengers who want comfort without paying private cabin prices. That said, the reclining seat reliability really has to improve. When half of the seats don't work, that's not a small thing on an overnight train. But once I had a functioning seat, the experience was excellent. So if VY can iron out those mechanical issues, PlusNight genuinely feels like the future of short-haul night trains, and I'd absolutely take it again, either here or elsewhere around the world. The fjords disappear as we pass through the Ohlig tunnel, our train emerging out into Bergen at the end of the line. While our journey is at an end, Bergen Station is where many journeys begin. Despite being a terminus station for a single line, Bergen sees regular commuter traffic to Arna on the other side of the Ohlig tunnel, and plenty of inner services to Myrdal, Voss, and Oslo. The station itself is also quite pretty, the 1913 station opening up into the heart of Bergen. But with our journey now at an end, it's time to bring today's video to a close. I hope you enjoyed our ride on VY's PlusNight Sleeper and got to experience what the future of night trains could look like around the world. Next week, we're heading to Vienna for a ride with Railjet. We'll be traveling in business class, checking out what the highest class of service on Austria's intercity trains have to offer. Anyways, if you're new around here, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below. It's totally free and it really helps support the channel. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to my loyal patrons and members. Y'all are amazing and your incredible generosity is greatly appreciated. If you too want your name in the video or just want to support the channel in more ways than one, then head on over to the links in the description below. But anyways, that's all I have for today. Thanks for riding with me, and I'll see you in the next one.